Hi Cancer, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of March 5th through the 11th. This is for Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, and Cancer Rising signs. So Cancer, for this reading, I'm using the Morgan Greer Tarot deck along with the Magical Messages from Your Fairies Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. Alright, very interesting. Alright, so at the bottom of the deck, Cancer, I do have the Five of Swords. Okay, so let's see here. Because I have a couple of fives in this spread, Cancer, I could be reading for a few Cancers that, you know, maybe you feel challenged. Fives for me can represent a challenging energy. Let's see what's underneath the Five of Swords. Okay, that's actually interesting. Underneath the Five of Swords, wow. Okay, so we have the Eight of Pentacles, but then underneath the Eight of Pentacles, I actually have the Eight of Cups. So you have a couple of eights here. So eights for me very much are a karmic number. So some of you could be in the process of actually maybe ending some sort of maybe karmic relationship, or maybe learning some lessons. That could be a possibility. With the Eight of Pentacles here, some of you might even be experiencing maybe some conflicts or challenges on the work front. The Five of Swords can obviously represent conflicts, arguments, but for me it's also a very aggressive energy, and it can be someone who is taking a more aggressive approach. It can be you know, someone that will do whatever they have to do at any cost to reach a goal. And so for some of you that could be within your career. Maybe some of you have felt challenged on the career front, so this is you taking on a more aggressive approach. The Five of Swords for me can also be someone who's putting their foot down, someone who is maybe giving someone an ultimatum, but they're putting their foot down. So if it's not career related for other Cancers, you know, it could be with someone. I'm definitely getting a relationship for some of you. So that's very interesting. The overall energy for the week is actually the Hanged Man, which the Hanged Man is that temporary energy. It can represent a period of suspense, that limbo period, but it is only a temporary energy. So for some of you, if there was challenges or if there was, you know, some sort of conflicts, you might be taking a step back, withdrawing in some way. I see the Hanged Man as a very independent energy. So some of you might be spending more time alone, or just needing to get away from this, you know, situation, these challenges. Maybe you're going off and you're looking at things from a different perspective. Some of you, that's what's needed here, is maybe seeing things from a different perspective. But we are starting out with the Lovers card. We have the Lovers card and we have the Hierophant. And so with the Lovers card, a decision or a choice could be significant here. For some of you, I'm getting career and I'm getting love life. So I'm reading for two different groups of Cancers here. So for some of you, maybe when it comes to a relationship, you might need to make a decision, because we have the Lovers card, we have the Three of Cups here. So for a few of you, it might be in regards to like a three-party situation, because I often see the Lovers card come up when there is like a love triangle. So I think that, you know, for a few of you that I'm reading for you today here, you know, maybe you have to make a decision about a relationship. Maybe there was some sort of cheating or something like that. So, you know, you might have a big decision to make, and that's why we have the Hanged Man here as the overall energy. You're going to take some time to yourself and make this decision, because for some of you, a decision is significant here. Now, for those of you that it's not a third party situation, the Three of Cups for me can speak about reuniting with someone. So maybe someone wants to get back together, or you want to get back together with someone. It can go, you know, both ways here. If a relationship ended, maybe it ended, you know, a little, you know, not on the best of terms here. It could have been a little nasty with the Five of Swords for some of you. So maybe if a relationship ended, or a friendship, whatever it may be, this week though, maybe someone wants to get back together, or maybe you're making the decision, you know, whether or not you want to get back together with this person, because I feel like, you know, that's what some of you are doing. But there's a lot of uncertainty around this situation, especially if it's on the love front. There's a lot of uncertainty around this relationship or this situation. We also have the moon here. And so, that, you know, the moon can be a very emotional, sometimes intense sort of energy, but it does represent the unknown. And I feel like there's a lot of unknown factors when it comes to this, especially for you guys that this is on the relationship front. If someone wants to get back together, or if you're contemplating getting back together with someone, I feel like there's just a lot of unknowns here. And also, you know, there could be a lot of emotions tied up in this situation. And one of you, you know, what I'm getting here is maybe one of you is more traditional. One of you might, you know, be very serious, you know, when it comes to this relationship, or maybe you were the more serious party in the relationship, and then the other person, you know, what I'm getting here is maybe they weren't as serious as you. Maybe they could be younger, but maybe they just want to have a good time. You know, maybe they just weren't ready for a more serious relationship. With the Hierophant and the Four of Rods here, definitely feel like some of you are making a decision about this relationship. Now, if you're already involved with someone and you haven't broken up with them, some of you could be contemplating maybe getting married, taking your relationship to the next level. There is definitely an important decision that's significant here, Cancer. And for some of you on the relationship front that, you know, you've dealt with struggles, or there was a breakup and now you're faced with a decision to get back together. I feel like, you know, maybe what this person is offering you isn't enough, because we have the Four of Cups here. There's a lot of uncertainty with this person, or with this situation, this relationship. There's just a lot of unknowns here. And with the Four of Cups, you know, this is all about you wanting more. You're not happy with the status quo. You're not happy with what's being offered to you. You want more for yourself. So you want change. I feel like with Death here, you want change. So some of you want to move in together. Some of you want a family. Some of you want to get married. Death is a very powerful energy. So no matter if you're working it out with this person or not, you're still going through this great change at the moment, many of you. Because even if you're choosing to go your separate way and you're choosing not to work it out, you know, you're going through this great change with Death. It's endings, it's new beginnings. It's your life changing forever, or something changing forever. It'll never be the same. And then we have the Five of Rods here. So Five of Swords, Five of Rods, definitely see some of you, you know, definitely feeling challenged, dealing with some challenges. It's possible that there's maybe a Scorpio, maybe a Taurus, maybe a Gemini person that's significant. I'm getting a lot of other water sign energy, so maybe this person, if not a Scorpio, they could be a Pisces. But, you know, here with the moon and the Five of Rods, for some of you, you know, if there was a breakup, it could have been due to lies. Maybe someone was cheating. It could have just been that someone was lying to you. And so now we have this, you know, Hanged Man energy where some of you are taking a step back. You're looking at the larger picture. You're looking at everything. And I think you're figuring out, you know, whether to get back together with this person, whether to stay in this relationship. If this is like an argument with a friend, you know, the same thing goes. I think some of you are just figuring out what you want to do, and you're really going to have to listen to your intuition on this one. And then for those of you that are already in a relationship, I feel like, you know, you're figuring out whether or not you want to get married or move in together. Some of you are definitely deciding that, and maybe there's been arguments within the relationship because, you know, because that hasn't happened yet. Maybe, again, one of you wants maybe more than the other person or is ready for that, and then the other person is maybe a little bit on the fence. And then, you know, if this is career, I think that, you know, some of you, if it's career, you might have an important decision to make here. You know, at work, there could be conflicts, so, you know, don't add fuel to any fires. Pick and choose your battles. It could be a little bit more of an emotional week for you, but listen to your intuition. Again, walk away. Don't add fuel to any fires here. Let me pull you in additional guidance, Cancer. Very interesting reading. Additional guidance for Cancer. What else does Cancer need to know? Okay, wow. All right, wow, I didn't see this one coming. All right, we have pregnancy. The birth of a child brings great blessings to you and the world. So that's interesting. Pregnancy, which, to be honest, you know, the tarot isn't really speaking about pregnancy too much here. It's speaking about relationships, maybe family matters. And I think that if some of you have been trying to get pregnant, you know, and there's been maybe some confusion with that or some uncertainty, maybe trying and, you know, it not happening, and maybe feeling challenged in that department, maybe this is the week that you're asking yourself, you know, should you ask for help? Should you reach out and ask for help? Maybe from like a fertility clinic, something like that, a specialist. You know, some of you might have an important decision to make. You and your partner, you and your husband, you might have an important decision to make here if you've been having trouble in this department. Now, also pregnancy, because she very much reminds me of the Empress. Pregnancy obviously can represent giving birth to something new in your life here. And so whether that be relationship or career, this is the week that I feel like, you know, maybe you're seeing things from a different perspective. Maybe you're figuring out what your next move is going to be. But with death here, you know that change is on the horizon. Change is coming in no matter what. So just stay positive. Stay positive here. Pay attention to your dreams. Listen to your intuition here this week, Cancer, okay? So I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please be sure to subscribe. And if you are interested in having a private reading with me, please check out northeasttarot.com. I do wish you a wonderful week. Take care.